people of the internet, welcome back to a new episode. Today I'm going to take you on a little trip to the Panama Canal. I am in Panama City, and one of the things that you do come to Panama City, you got to go to the canal, right? One of the biggest engineering features in the world, right? Some people call it an engineering wonder, but either way, today I'm gonna catch an Uber here soon and go to Miraflores locks. A lock is pretty much an elevator for the ships, right? So you hear a lot about the Panama Canals, having the ships transit from the Atlantic side to the Pacific side and vice versa. Well, the lock is the elevator pretty much, right? Where the boats come in, water gets lowered or raised, and then the boats go from one side to the other. So Miraflores docks has a museum, has I think a movie theater and a whole bunch of other stuff that people can enjoy. Now the cost is $20, a little bit steep, but it's one of the things that you kind of do have to see if you come to Panama City. So a few things about the Panama Canal before we head there. It's around 80 kilometers long, so you can definitely see the Panama Canal in multiple spots. I did see, coming from Bocas to Panama City, you do cross the Panama Canal, so you kind of see the ships, but the locks again, going up and down, having the water drained out or having the water pumped in is definitely the highlight. The Panama Canal has been functioning for over 100 years, and in 1999, actually on December 31st, 1999, Panama took control over it. The Panama Canal was started by the French, and it was, interrupted. And then in 1904, the United States took over the construction and everything, and everything passed on to the United States all the way until 1999. So, most likely the museum is going to highlight some of those things, but decided to take the opportunity to highlight a few things before we reach there, just because there might be noises, a whole bunch of people and so on. That way I can show you guys more of the stuff up front. Hopefully some of the panels, they're going to show some of that info. Most likely the museum is going to have photos and videos of back in the day, so kind of pointing out a few things now in order for them to point the camera at the museum and at the canal itself with the boats coming through and some of the other cool stuff that we're going to see along the way. So stay tuned and I'll see you there. Okay, so just made it to the entrance of Miraflores. Quite an impressive building, no doubt. It's a parking lot right here, so you gotta buy the tickets all the way up here. So at one of the floors here, looks like they have a little museum with some information. Probably gonna show you guys and kind of point out a few things along the way. Here are some of the images of the people working at the canal way back in the day. They used explosives, they used everything they had on hand in order to make the passage from one ocean to the other. As this poster here shows, people from all over the world came and work at the canal. It mentions here that most of them came from Barbados, but Martinique, Trinidad, Jamaica, Spanish, Italian, Greeks, and so many others. It's crazy. A lot of people died working on this engineering wonder, I guess, how some people would put it. So here's a little map showing each step along the way, pointing out right now the Atlantic part, going through Cologne, through Lago Gatun, and ending up all the way here near Panama City in Miraflores. So 80 kilometers or so. Here we have a representation of a room where the captain pretty much controls the cargo ship. You know, with a little video there, and the command control center here. Here's a little timeline with the history, you know, showing at you know, in 1903 the United States was given operational rights here. You know, 1977 when the treaty to complete a transfer by 1999 to the state of Panama. You know, 1999 comes along. You know, the full transfer was done, and you know, toll changes and you know, expansion approvals and a whole bunch of other stuff that took place since then. So according to this info panel here, it shows that you know, when Panama took over the administration, it changed the way things were operated, you know, financial wise. If until then the model was, you know, just a break-even basis, it looks like you know, Panama decided that it will change that, and it will you know, tax based on you know, bringing profit to the country, and implemented you know, different models based on the size of the vessel, you know, what type of products they carry, and so on. Here's some info related to the expansion that took place recently. You know, it gives some figures around, you know, material that was taken out, you know, the people that work here, where they came from. You know, the capacity that was able to increase you know, from vessels with you know, 5,000 container capacity. It looks like it increased to 14,000. So you know, quite a few things here in order to expand the canal and you know, offer, you know, I guess greater opportunities for trade, and you know, in the end, you know, more money, no doubt. So we have a big boat coming our way right now, so hopefully, you know, we're going to see something way more exciting right here in front of us, rather just the big ones passing by on the other side. And also it looks like you know, you can get a private tour, and you're going to be lowered as well in the lock itself. So I'm pretty sure it's between $80 and $140 in order to do this little boat ride. You can also see the little locomotives pulling the boat nicely and uniformly. So according to what the lady was saying, that in the morning the ships are elevated, and in the afternoon they're lowered. So we're gonna witness the lowering of the ships right here in front of us. It looks like we have the Grand Mercury on the left side, and other boat that's gonna come here on the right side. There's quite a few people here, guys, so from time to time you may see some heads, some hair, and so on. Here we go, guys. It looks like the water level is being lowered. I don't know if you can see very well on the sides, but it's raining. and once lowered to a certain level, it looks like the doorway opens right now. And so they got released. So this whole performance takes anywhere from 30 to 45 minutes, you know, at times probably even an hour, depending on the, you know, on different external factors. So now we're gonna have the boat close to us being transferred from one side to the other. So I'm just gonna raise the camera over a whole bunch of people and let you guys watch this on fast forward as well. We're filming them, and he's filming us. So once they have passed on the other side, and the doors here have closed, you know, there's another, you know, step. There's another lowering. So it's a two-step process going from that side. You know, it gets lowered, doors close, it gets lowered again, and then it exits towards the Pacific. So guys, that was it from the Panama Canal. You know, there's also a little movie at the end that you can watch, 20-25 minutes. Kind of shows a little bit of an artistic way of the timeline and what it meant to the people here in the Panama region. So either way, if you like this video, you know, don't forget to subscribe, leave a comment if you have any questions to what I've showed you guys today. And until next time, guys, see you in a different episode. Peace.